Hello, beautiful. Welcome back. I hope you are doing fantastic today. I'm very excited to jump into today's reading, but before I do, this is just a reminder that I do have personal readings in my description box. They are usually out of stock. I'm only doing them twice a month now, but if you are interested in a reading, please do message me on Etsy. Don't email me, but message me on Etsy, and I will let you know when I have availability. Also, you guys, before we jump into it, this is your reminder that tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice, so please just take what resonates. And if something doesn't resonate, it's honestly not that serious. You don't need to be personally offended. Not every message is going to be for everybody, and that is okay. So, today's pick a card, you guys, is going to be a pick a card all about what is it going to be like with them, okay? So what is it going to be like with your next boyfriend, your future husband, your future wife? Maybe you guys aren't looking for a romantic partner and you just want a partner to do life with, right? So we are going to see essentially what that relationship dynamic is going to be like and what you can expect from that. My intentions are to keep this very appropriate for all ages. However, I do just want to give a warning right now. It may get a little spicy. If that makes you uncomfortable, that is fine. You are free to dismiss yourself. With that being said, you guys, here is a clip of all my piles right now. All right, you guys, these are the three piles. We got group 1 with the Amazonite, group 2 with the Lepidolite, and group number 3 with the Bumblebee Jasper. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. All right, you've picked your pile. The description box is where you will find the timestamps, and I will just see you in your reading. Group 1, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and start off with our zodiac dice. Capricorn and Virgo. Hello, my little earth babies. I love you. We have Gemini and Libra. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Libra. One more. Libra again. Hello, Libra. Also, you guys, I say this in every video. The dice is extra. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, is it that serious? No. Are the dice representing the message? No. I've seen some of you in the comments saying that the dice could be representing like the energy of the reading or even potentially like the other person who's involved in the reading. All of these things are very possible, but if your sign popped up, great. If it didn't, it may pop up in the cards. The main part of the messages, you guys, have to do with like what the cards are actually saying. So if the cards resonate, fantastic. If they don't, again, the message just isn't for you, and that's okay. So let's go ahead and see what we can get for you, group number 1. Can I get a message for group 1 about what this relationship, what this connection is going to be like? What is this connection going to be like for group 1? Okay. Okay, group 1. So far, we have the 5 of Wands. This is talking about passion, fighting, being aggressive. Now, I know there are going to be people who write some comments and they're like, I don't want a relationship like that. I don't think this is coming off. And obviously, you guys, if there are more negative cards, this isn't even really negative though. If there are cards that indicate something heavy, I will let you know. But this within itself is not a bad thing. This is representing passion and excitement in a relationship. All couples, literally all couples. Maybe there's a select few, right? I don't want to make a blanket statement. That's silly. However, the majority of couples do have disagreements, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's how you work through those disagreements that are important. But the point is, this card is overall representing passion and excitement. So I do believe for you guys, group number 1, that this relationship, especially in the beginning, is going to be extremely hot, extremely spicy, exciting. It may feel like a relationship that you have not necessarily had before, but a relationship that you have envisioned. Like when you think about falling in love, or when you envision yourself being with like your person, you've imagined or you have pondered on energy. My mouth is starting to water. You've pondered on energy that is very similar to this, okay? This isn't a lukewarm relationship, okay? It's going to be a relationship that is, I would say, more on the intense side, maybe not the most intense, but more on the intense side. We have the Two of Pentacles. So with the Two of Pentacles, this is representing essentially there being a lack of balance and a need to create more balance, right? Recognizing that we have to create more balance. Now, for me personally, I'm someone who does not believe in 50-50. Like I have not done, I will never do a 50-50 relationship. If that's the case, I can be by myself, like I'm fine. But this is representing how can I show up or what can I do? What adjustments need to be made so that the relationship is more fair or more equal. Now, this doesn't have to be financially, you guys, again, because I know, again, there are going to be people in the comments who are like, I don't want to do 50-50. And again, I don't. So like, I see you, I hear you, I get it, I feel it. But that's not going to be the option for everybody, right? And there are ways in which you can make a relationship fair and equal without doing that in a financial way, if that makes sense, you guys, okay? So adjustments will be happening throughout the relationship. Changes will be happening throughout the relationship, okay? And this, I think, comes with any long-term connection where you have to adjust, where you have to maybe not change yourself, but make alterations to create more comfort and more balance within the relationship. This could even be something, you guys, like perhaps prior to this relationship, you were somebody who like didn't cook or you didn't cook often. And your partner is now somebody who really enjoys like cooking from home. Home cooked meals. Why was I struggling with that? So you make an effort to do more of that, and they make more of an effort to clean, or they make more of an effort to do this or to do that, to show up in the relationship. And there could be other examples, you guys. That's just the easiest one. So anyways, adjustments will be happening within the relationship. We have the Four of Cups. Now, this card, I'll give you guys a definition and I'll tell you what I actually feel like this card is representing for your guys' reading. This card is representing, or it is referencing essentially an energy of offers coming in and being on the fence about the offer, not really knowing what we want to do. However, you guys, I think that this is more so referencing the loyalty between you and your partner. The reason I'm saying that is because you guys have this Four of Cups, right? There's one cup sitting in front of her and her focus is on the cup in front of her. Her focus is on what is direct. She's not looking elsewhere. Her gaze isn't being altered, right? She is zeroed in and focused on this beautiful cup with this beautiful lotus in it. And she's like, this is where I want to place my focus. So I just feel like what this is representing for you guys, group one, is the loyalty factor in this relationship and how it's going to very much feel like I only have eyes for you. We have the Queen of Cups. I'm sorry, you guys, my nose has a tickle. We have the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups is essentially emotional, intuitive energy. This is very nurturing and lovely, like girly energy, and I just love the Queen of Cups. She's telling me that this relationship is going to be a relationship that is going to invoke a lot of emotion, not just in you, but also in your partner. It's not a surface level relationship. And I know I say that, and I know you hear me, and I know there are some people who are like, well, aren't like all relationships can't be surface level, like, right? But I know so many people in my personal life who are in relationships who don't have like deep conversations with their partner, who don't connect deeply to their partner, don't talk about their hopes, their dreams, their desires, their morals, their political views, their religious views, their fears, their wants, their desires. Like there's so many people that, again, I know in my personal life who do not have relationships like these, who have just very like surface level connections. I see this relationship for you, group one, as being a very deep relationship. You guys are very emotionally connected. We have the Lovers here as well, and this is obviously representing two lovers coming together, joining in union. I do see you guys living together. I see for a lot of you marriage happening. The last card is a little intense. The Ten of Swords is representing an ending. Now, for a lot of you, what I think this ending is talking about is you and this person getting together, getting in a relationship, and then moving away from where you guys currently reside or where you guys are going to be residing when you meet. I feel like you and this person are kind of like starting over in a new location together. It's also very possible, you guys, that this could be representing severing ties from people from your past. due to this relationship. For example, some of you may be friends with an ex, and perhaps this person who's coming into your life, who you want to spend your life with, is uncomfortable with that, and they could be asking you like, hey, can you create some healthy boundaries, or can you create more distance? It's also possible, you guys, again, that there is a physical move that is creating distance naturally between the people who are currently in your life. This is an ending. This does not need to necessarily be bad, you guys. I will go ahead and get some clarification on that card for you before we move forward. Okay. Yeah, this ending is not a bad ending, you guys. This ending that's taking place within this relationship is ultimately leading to the victory or to the success of this relationship. For example, there are many times, and like I was saying with the Two of Pentacles, like adjustments are required. Sometimes in a relationship, you or your partner may carry around bad habits. This could be addictions. This could be a struggle with consumption of certain content that may make you uncomfortable or your partner uncomfortable. This may be etc., etc., etc. This could be anything, you guys. Smoking cigarettes, drinking too much, whatever it may be, a lack of motivation, a lack of ambition, that is coming to an end. There is something that is not necessarily positive that is influencing your relationship in a way that, again, is requiring adjustment. In this ending, we are experiencing more success in this relationship, okay? And again, guys, there's no relationship that is going to be picture perfect. I do think this is a really healthy relationship. I do think this is a really strong relationship. I do see the potential for marriage. However, I don't want to sit here and paint a false image for you and pretend like this person is the sun, the moon, and the stars, because at the end of the day, they are simply a human being. Can we please get a message for group number 1? Yeah. So like I said, I do believe for a lot of you that this relationship is leading to marriage. It's a symbol of love, union, and soul connection. If you don't want to be married, you guys, I personally don't care. Like, I'm not sitting here like, you don't need to get married. Like, I don't care. Live your life, do what you want to do what makes you happy. Life is too short to live for other people. However, this card is obviously talking about marriage. So I do believe for the vast majority of you, marriage is in the future with this person. And I do want to go ahead and talk about this reconciliation. This is resolving conflicts, letting go of the past, forget the hate. So I feel like this relationship is going to be extremely beneficial for you guys, especially after we move past this hurdle or this obstacle. And again, I just want to make it super clear, you guys, that there is no such thing as a perfect person. And if you're listening to this and you're like, I don't want to deal with somebody who has to let go of something, or I don't want to deal with somebody who has this issue or that issue, and maybe it's not even like a huge thing, maybe it's just like a small habit that they have that they could work on or do better on. If you're sitting here listening to this and you're like, I don't want that, I don't think that you are going to find what you are looking for, because there is quite literally, you guys, not a single person on planet Earth that's perfect. And if you believe so, congratulations. I'm so happy that you're perfect. Please share your secrets to perfection in the comments. We would love that. We have determination. This is courage, perseverance, no more indecisiveness, and firmness. I think the most beautiful thing about this relationship is, again, I only have eyes for you. Like, I am so in love with you. I know with all my body, with all my soul, that you are my person. The perseverance to push through in this relationship, the resilience in this relationship is really strong, you guys. And again, this is something that's so important for long-term relationships, because that's ultimately what's going to lead to a beautiful ending in a relationship, or a beautiful outcome in a relationship. I think that the perseverance is something that's standing out really strongly for me. I feel like this, again, relationship is going to be one that is strong enough to overcome the hurdles that you two may be facing. And I also want to say this, you guys, the hurdle that you guys may be facing may simply be like, oh, my husband is being transferred to a different state or to a different country, and we have to pick up and move to a different country or to a different location. And that's really stressful, but like, I love this person and we're going to persevere through this. We're going to figure it out. It doesn't, again, need to be something that's dark and heavy and like gross, although it could be something that is more serious. It could also be like, our life is just changing and there's things coming to an end, but it's productive and it's positive, right? Can I please get a message for group number 1 about what this relationship is going to be like? What is this relationship? Okay, it says give thanks. Give thanks for the blessing of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And again, you guys, I want to make this super clear. Just because I'm saying like this person is not perfect, yes, that stands true. But again, I feel like when you meet this person and when this relationship starts to develop, you are going to be like, holy freaking cow, this is the person of my dreams. This is the kind of relationship that I have fantasized about for such a long time. This is the kind of love that I've always wanted to experience. It feels like that type of intensity when it comes to how much you and this person love each other and the way you guys love each other. We have a friendship as well, and it says nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. And I say this all the time. I think that this is the most important, or one of the most important factors in any relationship. Like, you have to look at your partner as a friend, because I feel like if you don't, then it's so easy to like have a wandering eye or not put their feelings first or not consider, right, what it is they're going through. And I just feel like it's so much easier in general when you're in a long-term relationship to have that like solid friendship. Okay. I know there are people who are not going to like this, and that's fine. This is forgiveness, and it says stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality, but what you think, dream, by what you think, dream, and imagine. Let's read that one more time. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. 100%, you guys, you will literally waste your entire life focusing on the past. The past is not here. The past no longer exists. And I know, especially those of us who are traumatized, because this is something I struggled with for many years, that it can be very difficult to accept the fact that like we have to move on. And that sounds so harsh and that sounds so mean. It's like, how can you just tell me to move on? It's not coming from a place of like disdain or like just get tougher, but it's coming from a place of like, you have no other choice but to move forward. So you can allow your past and the pain that you experience from your past to eat you alive, or you can choose yourself and you can choose happiness and you can choose to fight to move into a better direction. And that is essentially what this card is talking about, okay? Now that may have to do with you and your partner, right? Stop focusing on the past events, working towards a better future. Again, as we let go, as we release that toxicity, our relationship experiences more success. So that may be playing a really big role for you guys in regards to this relationship being, again, like a more solid long-term marriage relationship, whatever it turns out to be. Okay, can we get a message for group? We have emotional freedom, which I love. So obviously, again, there's a friendship here. So you guys are going to feel safe to expose your vulnerable side. You guys are going to feel safe to share your fears, your dreams, your worries, your expectations perhaps, right? It's like, I feel open and free just to express what I want. So there is that. And then we have adult freedom, okay? And I think that this is obviously really important in any long-term committed relationship, unless you both are not into that, and that's like a more situation. But for most people, right, this is really important to be able to connect to your partner physically and to be able to feel free in that and to not feel shame or to not feel like you have to hold back or that like, oh, like this is weird and I feel ashamed about this or about that. So being able just to be your most vulnerable self with your partner is essentially what I'm seeing for you guys, group number 1. So overall, what do I believe this relationship is going to be like? Number 1, for a lot of you, this is going to be involving marriage. This is going to be involving a marriage, an exchanging of rings, wedding vows, things like this. This is also going to teach a lot of you how to forgive and how to move forward from difficult events. For some of you, this is going to challenge you to be pushed out of your comfort zone, to learn to grow outside of the boundaries of your comfort. And I also believe that you guys are becoming kinder, softer, more loving people through this relationship. And ultimately, for a lot of you, I do think this is a relationship that has sustainability. sustainability, that has a lot of consistency and the ability for it to continue for years and years and years. I also want to encourage you guys, when you get into this relationship, do not be afraid to change. Do not be afraid to let go and to evolve, because that is where you will experience the most success in this relationship. And also, I feel like the fact that the last two cards, the emotional freedom and the adult freedom, the fact that you guys get to be emotionally free and physically free with this person, that is what I believe true love is. Like, you are free with this person. You get to be 100% you. You don't have to hide. You don't have to feel ashamed. You get to be you with them. And I think that is beautiful. So I am so excited for you guys. Group number 1, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. I appreciate you. I love you. And that is all I got. So, bye. Hello, group number 2. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and jump on into the zodiac dice. If you're new here, the zodiac dice, you guys, is extra. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's wholeheartedly and genuinely not that serious. The cards are where the message is. So if the message does not resonate with you, then the message isn't for you. But the dice is just extra. So don't place all your hopes and dreams on the dice. We have, I was going to say Virgo for some reason. We have Aquarius and we have Taurus. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Taurus. We have Virgo and Libra. Hello, Virgo. Hello, Libra. One more. Taurus again. Hello, Taurus. All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and start the shuffle. Can we please get a message for group number 2? What is this relationship going to be like with them? There's a lot of cards that just came out. Okay. So group number 2. It's interesting because in the last pile, I don't feel like I was getting any information in regards to like the meeting and how all that was going down. However, for you guys, we have this 10 of Swords, and this is the second card that came out for you guys. And the first card that came out is the Star, okay? The 10 of Swords is representing a significant ending taking place. It's representing something coming to a close. Now, if you want to take that in a negative way, you are more than welcome to take it however you want. However, you guys, endings are not bad. Endings can be extremely, extremely positive. I can think back to hundreds of times in my life where things have come to a close, come to an end, and it's been a really, really positive thing. So this is all about perspective and how you choose to look at it. The point is there's an ending here, and there's also this new hope, this new faith, this belief that there's something better waiting for me in the future. I don't know if you guys have ever, you know what? Actually, yes, I do know. If you are over the age of 20, you have graduated from high school, and right, leaving behind that time in your life where you're in school and you're like with the people that you grew up with and things are comfortable and familiar. It's really sad to like let go of that. It's really sad to move on from that. But 100% for most people, like leaving that environment, leaving that routine is really, really positive. And it's like your whole life is in front of you, right? So that's a perfect example, you guys, of how I believe you and this person are meeting. It doesn't need to be a breakup that's taking place in your life, although it could be. Again, I can think of many breakups that I've had in my life that are actually, take that back. Every single breakup I've ever had in my life has been very positive, and I feel like moving forward, things have only ever gotten better for me. So I'm seeing this, you guys, as how you and this person are coming into union. There's an ending that's happening for you in your life that is so incredibly positive, and it's leading you down a path of blessings and wish fulfillment and having more hope and faith and joy thinking about the future, okay? We also have this Ace of Swords, and this is contributing to why I feel the way that I feel about the first two cards that showed up. The Ace of Swords is a card that represents a burst of energy, okay? So the way that this depiction is showing up is very perfect, I feel like, for the definition of this card. The clouds, right? There's that thick, cloudy energy in the picture here, and there's just that hand with the sword bursting through the clouds. That is quite literally, you guys, representing like a disruption of the everyday, a disruption of the mundane. It's like things are getting exciting. Something is coming in and switching up or changing the energy, and I believe that is like you two meeting. It's going to feel very much like you got like a cold bucket of water thrown on you, or you're gonna feel very much like you've been thrown into a cold pool, but in a good way. I know that sounds aggressive, but in a good way. It feels very much just like reinvigorating the meeting of you and this person, okay? Now, getting into what your guys' relationship's going to be like, it feels like a combination of stable, but also fun and exciting. We have the Emperor here. Now, I don't care who or what you are interested in. It's not my business, and I genuinely like could just care less because it affects me in no way, shape, or form. So when I'm talking about the Emperor, you guys, I'm going to talk about him the way that he is. If you're not interested in men, again, live your best life. I don't care, okay? But I'm not going to change the card's definition to like take it how you will, is what I'm trying to say, okay? The Emperor is a masculine energied person. He's somebody who is a leader. Oftentimes when he shows up in a reading, I see this as like an older man who has his money together. Somebody who is more dominant, someone who's not like shy and meek and like, personally, I love shy, meek, little nerdy, sweet boys. I love that. But I also love this energy. Like the Emperor is perfection to me when it comes to masculine energy. He just, you know, he has his business taken care of. Again, he's very financially stable. He's responsible. And yeah, he gives very much that like, I am a man coming in to handle everything that's going on. Like, you don't need to worry about it. I have it taken care of. That's the energy of the Emperor, okay? So with this showing up, you guys, you may have a partner who is more dominating, or you may have a partner who has a really, really strong personality, who has a tendency to want to take control of the situations around them. I can think of, again, relationships in my life where I have had to be this Emperor, where I have had to take control or be the one who's like the boss, and I hated it. It sucked. It was awful. Don't recommend for myself. However, love people like this, love people who want to take charge, love people who want to be like, I have it, don't worry about it. So your partner may very much have that energy. Your partner may also be somebody who's extremely ambitious and hardworking, somebody who is good in leadership positions. Now we have the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is essentially like there is a surprise taking place in this relationship. I feel like you guys, for a lot of you, you may get engaged to this person really quickly, or you guys may move in together really quickly, or maybe you're getting pregnant really quickly, okay? And again, if you don't want kids, again, I don't care. I don't know why people think that I care about your personal life decisions. I do not. I want everybody to live the life that they want to live and to be happy and healthy and blah, okay? That's what I want. So you don't want kids, that's fine. But there is surprising energy that's showing up for you guys in this relationship. There's something that I feel like takes place in the relationship where it's like, oh, like what? Like you want to marry me after 6 months of dating? What? Or oh, I am pregnant? Oh no? Or oh yay? I don't know. But that is what this is essentially representing. Could also just be talking about this relationship staying fresh and you guys having a nice consistent flow of excitement and like variety in the relationship. We have the Four of Pentacles, and this is representing consistency and stability. The reason why I am saying that is because this talks about conserving energy, protecting what is important to you, okay? So for some of you, right, realistically, this could be talking about somebody who is selfish or not willing to give. However, I don't see that as the case because of the other cards. I see this as this person being very protective of you, or you both being very protective of the relationship in general, perhaps keeping certain conversations or arguments or decisions private between the two of you. It feels very much like my partner is my priority and I care about taking care of them. I care about like me and that, like, this is my priority. This is what's important to me. I will do what I have to do to make sure you are okay. I will do what I have to do to make sure we are okay. We are a unit. We move as one. That is the energy of the Four of Pentacles, okay? It feels also very much like when life gets busy, there could be a tendency to neglect other relationships, but it's like, this is where my priorities are, this connection, this relationship. So I'm not going to put myself in a position to lose you. We have the, oh no. We have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is, again, representing stability, consistency, somebody who's very loving and nurturing and gentle, also very ambitious. So I feel like between the two of you, you guys are definitely doing well financially. You guys might even motivate each other to work harder or to do better when it comes to money or finances or this or that. I also believe for you guys, group number 2, that within this relationship, you both are extremely responsible. So it doesn't ever feel like one person is putting in more effort than the other. It feels very much like an equal give and take. However, there is strong duality between the masculine and the feminine here in this connection. So it feels very balanced, okay? Again, I want to make it clear when I say that, I don't care if it's 2 women or 2 this or 2 that. Like, I don't care. But the relationship itself is balanced between the energies, okay? And the only reason why I'm emphasizing this, you guys, is because I get comments and it annoys the frick out of me because I'm like, when did I say that? Stop putting words in my mouth. I didn't say that. Like, it's so irritating, and I get people are sensitive and triggered, and it's fine and like whatever, but stop putting words in my mouth. Can I please get, okay. Can I please? Oh no, we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Boom, bam. And isn't that what I was saying? Maybe not the attraction, but I do feel like, again, you guys, there's an ending taking place, and that is how this relationship is getting started. Now, I'm not saying you're meeting this person immediately after a breakup. However, it's possible that you're meeting this person immediately after ending a cycle in your life, immediately after a breakup, immediately after moving away, immediately after getting a new job. It's like, there's something that's coming to an end that we were no longer aligned with, and we couldn't keep going down that path, so we had to make a change. And in making that change, boom, boom, okay? We are now meeting this person. So I don't think that's necessarily talking about unrequited love between you and them. I think it's more so talking about how you guys are coming into union. We have a retreat, and it says it's time to disconnect from the world. Again, going on vacation, I feel like this is a relationship that feels fun and energetic, okay? This feels like a relationship in which you guys are doing things, switching. You guys don't have a mundane life with each other. Whether this is like, we're going to go on vacation 3 times a year, or whether this is like, we just want to try new things with each other and constantly challenge each other and to push each other. It just feels exciting and zesty and just beautiful in that way. I'm not saying there's not going to be mundane or boring moments in the relationship, but it just feels like you guys really are putting in intentions to keep the relationship fresh and fun. We have trust here, and it says the situation is calling for you to have faith. This person may help, and again, the reason why I'm saying this, going back to the star, this person may help restore your faith in love or help restore your faith in relationships. I also believe this person, for a lot of you, may help you learn how to trust again, or learn how to trust for the first time. So that is beautiful. Let's go ahead and get another card for you. Can I please get a message for group? Okay, so this one's catching my eye. It says, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. This is a very freeing relationship, you guys, in regards to, like, I feel like you both are maintaining your individuality. You both are maintaining your independence and your ability to be like, no, like, I want to go on a girls trip, or I want to like go out this weekend and I don't know, A, B, and C without you. This feels like a very independent relationship where it's like you both are doing your own thing. You're both living your own lives. However, when you come together, it's like you are, again, we are a unit. We move together. That's very much what this feels like. But it's, if you are the type of person who's worried about losing your freedom in a relationship, or if you're the kind of person that is worried about your partner trying to control you, I don't think that's the case. I feel like you guys are equals in this relationship. I feel like you guys are in a place where you both have trust and consistency and stability in the relationship, that it's like, no, like, I trust him to go do this, or I trust her to go do that. Like, I'm not worried about it. There's no stress. There's no anxiety. It's just like, We're living our life, okay? Okay, we have my beloved, and it says, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Okay. Love, 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 love. We also have sacred union. It says, honor and treasure your relationship, for it's truly sacred. I honestly, you guys, for me, this isn't the kind of relationship that I would want, because I'm somebody who's very much like, I want my partner with me all the time. Like, you're my best friend. I want to do things with you. But I feel like for so many people, especially like, I feel like people today in 2024, like, independence is so important, and being able to have your own private time, your own personal time is so important. So I feel like for a lot of you, like, this is going to be a relationship that really works for you and the type of relationship that you would be interested in. Okay, group 2, so sorry that all the cards are now missing. My mother called and I decided to take the call, and I accidentally put the cards away. So we will continue with a fresh start. Can we please get a message for group number 2 about what this relationship will be like? Okay, so I love that trust is showing up for you guys again. I think this is going to be a relationship that you guys share a lot of trust with each other. It says it's safe to trust in this situation. And again, this goes back into the freedom that we were talking about earlier. I feel like this is going to be a relationship in which you get to experience so much freedom, so much fun, but also like, a lot of this is because you have so much trust in this person, and this person has so much trust in you. We have self-care as well, and it says clear your energy field and focus on yourself before acting. And I think that this is really beautiful, you guys, because again, this is representing a relationship in which you do not lose yourself. You don't lose who you are. You don't lose the things that are important to you, your hobbies, your goals, your dreams. If anything, I think this person helps you or motivates you to become more of who you are, and vice versa. This is not a relationship that's like bound with shackles or chains, which personally I love shackles and chains, but this is a relationship where you guys get to be free and you get to be more of who it is that you are with this person. We have a leap of faith as well, and it says it's safe to make the move you are considering. So I think that this is, again, more so talking about the carefree nature of this relationship. It's also very possible, you guys, again, and I was talking about your guys' meeting, how that major, massive ending has to take place prior. It could be really scary, right, to invoke that ending or to move forward with that ending. However, I do believe it's ultimately bringing you more happiness or more satisfaction overall in life. That leap of faith is playing a really, really big role in you ending up in the situation with this person, okay? Okay. Thank you, deck. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Can we please get... Okay. We have acceptance, and it says accepting yourself and others as they are liberates patterns of resistance open to flow. And again, you guys, I do believe this is going to be a relationship in which you both are more of who it is that you are. You feel so accepted by this person. This person feels so accepted by you. It's very much like a relationship where I feel like you aren't having to alter who you are or your behavior too much. It just feels, again, so freeing. We have red flag here, and this says tune into the subtle energy you are receiving about the situation. Listen to the messages from your body, trust your gut and your intuition. So really, truly, this does not mean that this person has red flags. It perhaps just means that your intuition is heightening around this person. Perhaps you feel more intuitively connected through this relationship, which makes sense, right? If you're with somebody who stifles your energy or who wants to constantly like control you, obviously your intuition is going to be lacking because your energy is being darkened, your energy is being stifled. Versus when you're with somebody who loves you and who lifts you up and makes you feel more you, I do believe your intuition is heightened because you are the most connected to who it is that you are at the core, right? So I don't think this person necessarily has red flags. I mean, I guess we all have red flags to an extent, but I think this is more so referencing the fact that your intuition is going to be extremely heightened with this person. For some of you, that may be a sign that this is the right person for you, okay? That you are feeling very intuitively connected. We have external party. This is karmic contracts, family, finances, and other material concerns or responsibilities are causes of interference and stress. So with this, it could be that you guys, perhaps your families have a difficult time meshing together. It's very possible that there's like just difficult family dynamics in general, or stressors in regards to work, and then coming home and trying to decompress from that may be a really big, I don't want to say issue, but stressor in your life or in your partner's life. This isn't necessarily something, you guys, that's like strange or unheard of. I feel like this is very, very common, but something to look out for is like external stressors that may be putting pressure on the relationship, okay? For some of you, that could even be pressure from your family to like get married. Like, when are you guys getting married? When are you guys having kids? It could be stuff like that. Can I please? What did I just say? Okay, an appointment, an engagement, a marriage proposal. So going back to what I was just saying, for some of you, your family or the people in your life may be putting pressure on you and this person to hurry up and get married, or like, when are you guys having kids? When are you guys moving in together? Like, what's going on? So I want to just warn you guys. I hate saying I want to warn you because it just sounds so like annoying, but don't let other people influence you when it comes to your relationship and how fast your relationship moves. For me, this is important to me, right? For me, this is what I want. But I would never in 100 million years, like, allow somebody else to come in and be like, shh, why aren't you, like, get married already? Or like, why aren't you engaged? Like, if it's not the right person, it's not the right person, right? Or if you want to wait, or if you're like, we just want to live together first, or we just want to wait like 2 years before we get engaged. Like, take your time, you guys, doing what it is you want to do in regards to making this marriage proposal or getting engaged. For those of you who don't want to get married or engaged, I don't care. It's not my business. I don't care. This is obviously for the people who do want that and who are, that's aligned with their future. Oftentimes I feel like when I talk about certain things in readings, I have to make it clear that, like, right, some things are for some people and other things are not for other people, and that's okay. We have a kiss here, and this is a sublimation of love, eternal loyalty, and noble sacrifice. So to me, this is just representing true love, right? And a willingness to sacrifice for the person that you are with, a willingness to give up significant amount of A, B, and C for the person that you are with, okay? And then we have Prince Achilles, and this is protection, kindness, and undertake. This may be personality traits of the person that you are going to be entering into a relationship with, or how the relationship is going in general, right? A relationship in which we feel protective over, a relationship in which we are kind and gentle with each other. So that is officially all I have for you guys. Group number 2. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you today. I appreciate you guys. I love you. I hope that you found this entire message helpful. And that is all I got. So, bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. Let's go ahead and start with the dice. If you're new, the dice is extra. It's dessert. If your sign doesn't pop up, it's really not that serious. Please just listen to the message, or don't. But the dice are essentially just extra confirmation. So let's go ahead and roll. We have Taurus and Leo. Hello, Taurus. Hello, Leo. Gemini and Aries. Hello, Gemini. Hello, Aries. Sagittarius and Libra. Hello, Saggy. Hello, Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, you guys. Okay, let's go ahead and start the shuffle. What is their relationship gonna be like? Confirmation on this last one. Further. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Okay. So, First card we have, group number 3, is the Sky Daddy, okay? This is the Emperor. This is representing the Emperor. This is talking about a masculine energied person. And I said this in the last reading. I truly do not care what you are into. I'm going to simply speak on the cards as they are and how they show up. Please don't take offense to that. Like, it's not meant to offend. I'm just speaking about the cards as they are. Moving forward, I will not address this further. Okay. Sky Daddy, the Emperor. This is masculine energy. This is somebody who is a leader. This is somebody who has really, really strong leadership abilities. Somebody who works well when they are able to instruct others, okay? This is also somebody who's very hardworking, somebody who will work their freaking butt off to get where it is they want to go and achieve the results they want to see. This is somebody who has a very type A personality. As you guys can see here, we have the little sign of Aries here to represent the fact that Aries is connected to the Emperor. So you may be an Aries, this person may be an Aries. Aries is a cardinal sign. Cardinal signs are leaders. So that is essentially the energy of this card. I think this is interesting because the other archetype that showed up is the Moon. And the Moon is essentially talking about somebody who's very intuitive. It talks about secrets coming to the surface. And the way that I'm reading this, you guys, it does seem like two different energies here. Somebody who is more practical and grounded. Somebody who, again, is more, I guess, like of the earth. And then somebody else who's more spiritual. Somebody who's more intuitive. Somebody who is perhaps connected to the cycles of the moon. Someone who is just more into that realm versus this person here who is the Emperor. The moon is connected to Pisces energy. I understand in astrology, you guys, the moon is connected to Cancer. However, in tarot, the moon is connected to Pisces. And as you can see here, you will see a little Pisces symbol right there. So this is, again, somebody or a situation that is unfolding in this relationship where secrets are being revealed. The way I'm seeing this, you guys, I do feel like the person who is more intuitive or spiritual in this connection is helping the Emperor, the more masculine or more work-oriented person in this connection, to open up or to get more in tune with their emotions. We have the Six of Wands, which is representing success. So I'm seeing this as this relationship experiencing a lot of success, experiencing a lot of victories within this relationship. This could be both professionally, but also within the dynamics of this relationship, experiencing that success. We have the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is talking about generosity. So this is going to be a relationship where I feel like you both want to give to each other. You both want to pour into each other, which is obviously like sweet and beautiful, and I love that for you guys. Your partner may be somebody who expresses their love through giving gifts or through like gestures that require or come off as more like materialistic. Could even be like acts of service or something like that, but this is just a very giving energy, you guys, okay? And I do believe it's equal back and forth. Like, you want to give to them and they want to give to you. It may show up or present itself in different ways. For example, the way that I show my love is through more so like acts of service. The way that I like to receive love is like words of affirmation, right? So it's important for me to have a partner who can like speak words of affirmation to me or spend quality time with me. Like, these things are really important to me. The easiest way that I give love, though, is through like acts of service. And I do feel like with the person that I'm currently with, that is something that they really appreciate, is the acts of service to show love. Now, moving forward, we do have the Seven of Wands, you guys, and this is just the reality. There is oftentimes like jealousy in relationships, and I don't think that jealousy is necessarily a bad thing unless it gets out of hand. Please do not misquote me in the comment section. Obviously, jealousy can be toxic, but the emotion or the experience of, oh, I feel jealous about this thing or about this situation, that's not necessarily a bad thing. And I don't think that's an emotion that we should run from or paint as like the boogeyman. Again, yes, it can turn toxic, and obviously that's not good and that's not something we should be okay with. But the experience or the emotion of feeling jealous isn't a bad thing. If anything, if somebody is feeling like, oh, I feel a little bit insecure that you were hanging out with that person, or I feel a little bit insecure that you weren't spending as much time with me this week, like, that shows that you care. That is a representation of, I care about you and I want you to like spend time with me, or I care about you and I'm sad that like we haven't had more conversations this week, or we haven't this week, or blah, 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 right? So this doesn't necessarily have to be bad things, what I'm saying. Jealousy may be something that is occurring in this relationship, though, and I think it's important to make sure that we are erring on the side of it being healthy versus, right, unhealthy. Now, the last card that showed up for you guys is the card that I had to pull a bunch of confirmation cards because this is not a positive card. This is the Five of Cups. This is disappointment. I don't make the rules, you guys. I don't just come up with these definitions myself. I'm just, speaking what's coming up. This is talking about disappointment. Now, it's very possible, you guys, that you are finding disappointment in this relationship. I want to obviously continue to dig further into this, and I hate saying this because I just know that there are people who watch this who may not be in a good place, like mentally, or perhaps like you haven't matured to the place in which you can understand what I'm saying in a way that I'm saying it, or maybe I'm not communicating properly, but everybody makes mistakes. And if you are on this hunt for a unicorn of a person, if you are on a hunt for a person who doesn't make mistakes, I don't know what to tell you. That's not human nature. If you're looking for a person or a partner who's never going to disappoint you or never going to leave you feeling a little bit like, oh, that sucks, the reality is, like, you are not looking for a human. You're looking for somebody who's not of this earth, and that's fine. Moving forward, I asked for confirmation on this. We have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is indicating working well with others. So there may be a situation where you feel like you and this person are not working well together, and there needs to be adjustment in that. We also have the Three of Swords, and this is heartbreak and sadness. And then we have the Magician. Now, here is how I feel like this is not a negative thing, you guys, okay? The Magician is representing like you hold the key in your hands. If you want this relationship to work, 100% you can make this relationship work. Again, I just want to make it super clear. It's not in the realm of reality to expect another human being to be perfect, okay? Now, this is excluding abuse. This is excluding anything that's violent or anything that is violating. This is excluding things that are perhaps crossing a severe boundary of yours, right? I want to make it mega clear that I am not encouraging toxic relationships, but you can never be in a relationship if you only expect a person to 100% be perfect 24/7 for the rest of their life. That's not in the realm of possibility. So I do see this as you and your partner needing to work through your disappointment, or needing to work through like what it is you guys are having a hang up on, and how can we like become better partners for each other? How can we get to a place where we are working well together and going up this mountain together instead of down the mountain, right? How can we go on an upward trend versus down? The Three of Swords is just like, again, heartbreak, sadness. Your feelings could be hurt. I think the saving grace, like I said, is the fact that the Magician showed up for you guys, which is telling me some of you will choose to walk away from this relationship, and that's so valid, and you should do that. If something is making you unhappy, of course you should leave that. Why would you stay in a situation that's making you happy, or making you unhappy? But for those of you where like you get into this relationship, or you're in this relationship now and you feel like they messed up and they hurt me, how can I move on? I want you to know that if they are not hurting you like physically or mentally, and it's not like an abusive situation, I want you to know that it's okay to forgive, and things can get better, and things can go in a more positive direction. This relationship can grow from whatever has taken place if that's what you choose to do. But you need to keep in mind, group number 3, that you are in control of the outcome of this relationship, okay? Can I please get a message? Oh, okay, I'm so sorry. If you're in a bad mood, please just leave this reading. I'm not wanting to give a reading to anybody who's in a bad mood or in an unwell state. But this is just reality, and I can't sit here and be fake. So we have Romeo, and this says idealistic lover, passion, rashness, and quickly changing moods. So I believe that like this is how we are seeing this relationship in the beginning, as like, you are my idealistic lover. Like, you are perfect. You are literally the most perfect human being. And then one day, let's say it's your birthday, right? You're planning a party and this person is 3 hours late and you're angry and you're upset and you're just like, how could you do this to me? I love you. I would never do this to you. Like, how could you do this to me? Obviously, you guys, to me personally, like, yeah, that would hurt my feelings, but that's not like the biggest betrayal on planet Earth. So obviously there could be worse situations occurring. Obviously there could be lighter situations occurring. But again, I'm just trying to highlight like this person having so many qualities that you love, that you respect, that you admire, that make you happy. But also like they have this ability to perhaps be a little bit rash or quickly change their mind about things, or perhaps they have ADHD and they lose track of time, or perhaps they're somebody who has a really hard time staying on task. I don't think that this person is hurting you intentionally, group number 3. I think that this person is making a mistake, or they are forgetting something on accident, or something occurs that almost like wakes you up and it's like, hey, like, yes, they have all these amazing qualities. Yes, you love them so much, but also like they are human and they made a mistake. Now, we have a fake death, and this says disguise, concealment, keeping secrets, and hidden truth. Now, this is something that I don't think is tolerable at all. Like, for me personally, I can forgive this maybe once, maybe once, but lying and keeping secrets and hiding stuff to me is just like not acceptable in any way, shape, or form for any relationship. However, like if that's something that you can forgive, you have the tools that you need in front of you to do that. To me, this could be big, this could be small, but this is representing that there is something in this relationship that perhaps we're not being 100% honest with. And that could be something as simple as like, hey, I know when we got together, I said that I wanted to move in together a year from now, but actually like I think I want to spend a little bit more time living on my own. Or hey, I know I said that I was ready to get a puppy with you, but like actually I think we need to put that on hold because like I don't feel like I'm in a place where I can handle that. Or maybe it's like I'm struggling with my mental health and I've been disguising that because I'm scared and I don't want you to judge me, or I don't want you to be angry with me for experiencing depression or for being sad or for having anxiety, right? This concealment, you guys, doesn't need to be dark. It doesn't need to be the worst of the worst. Obviously, this can go from, again, like concealing things like I just listed, or concealing things that are more serious, okay? Now, again, this is where the split off comes from, guys. We have seeking help, and it says talking, conference, and consult. So some of you are going to choose to go to therapy with this person and to seek help with this person to improve this relationship, to better this relationship. You 100% should do that if that's what you want to do. If you do not want to do that, don't do that. Leave the relationship, move on, find someone who's going to make you happier. That's that, okay? Period. Moving forward. I'm not going to continue to harp on this. I want to see how else this relationship is going to be like. Can we get information on what this relationship will be like after we go through this healing process, after we forgive our partner and move forward? For those of you who are like, oh, if they mess up once, small, medium, big, whatever, however big the mess up is, I'm leaving. Great. This is where we can end the reading. For those of you where you think you can be forgiving if your partner makes a mistake, let's see what the relationship will be like after. Can we please? Okay. So this is the first one that came up. This is twin flames. It says your passion ignites. Now, putting my beef with this word aside, because I do have a bit of beef with this word, or the wording of this, but when you think about a twin flame relationship, when you think about somebody who's very similar to yourself, when you think about somebody who has a lot in common with you, or somebody who mirrors you in a lot of ways, that person tends to be triggering, right? When I look at characters from a movie or from a show that I don't like or that annoy me, it's always characters that are like act like me. I'm like, that's kind of annoying. Like, I hate that I cannot stand this person because I just see so much of myself in them, and it's annoying. So that could be why, you guys, this person is triggering you or leaving you in this like disappointed or sad or like, oh, we need to work through this type of state, because they are displaying qualities that you have that you now realize you have to work on. So anyways, twin flames here. For those of you who are sticking around with this person, we have embrace, and it says through each other, you find the missing pieces. And again, you guys, like this just seems like two humans, two real, imperfect human beings trying to love each other through everything, trying to love each other through the difficulties, through the hardship. And it's like, I love you despite the fact that this happened, or I love you despite the fact that that happened. And again, we are excluding the violence, we are excluding abuse, because we don't think that's okay. We have soulmate here. It says your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe in this and they will manifest physically. So for those of you who chose to stay in this reading, I do believe that this person is somebody who is very much likely connected to you at a soul level. That doesn't mean they're not human. You make mistakes, group number 3. If you're watching this, I promise you, from today until the day you are no longer here on this earth, you will make many mistakes. The person you end up with, if you end up in a long-term relationship, will make many mistakes. It's your ability to navigate and to work through those things that determine the quality of this relationship. And I feel like for those of you who are still here listening to this and you're like, yes, like I can forgive my partner for being 3 hours late to my birthday. Like maybe they had a good excuse. Maybe they got in an accident. Maybe they this, maybe they that, etc., etc. Or I can forgive my partner for crossing this boundary, right? Perhaps this isn't a boundary they have had to confront before, or perhaps their past partners didn't present this boundary and it's foreign to them and they don't 100% understand. I can work with them through this. We can navigate this. This person and you are choosing to do this together because you guys are soulmates and you are choosing to work with each other. You are choosing each other, okay? Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. And again, I want to encourage every single person here who's like, no, I want the perfect person who never makes a mistake. I encourage you to do that. I 100% encourage you and support you in doing that fully. So serious. If someone does something that makes you unhappy and you're like, I can't put up with this in a relationship, please leave. You deserve better. You deserve to feel like you're with somebody who you can forgive their mistakes, or you deserve to be with somebody where you don't feel like you're being pushed to want to leave, right? You shouldn't have to settle. I don't believe in settling. Deep in your heart, you already know what feels right. You guys are going to know, because again, your intuition is going to be heightened with this person. You're going to know what you want to do here. The last card we have for you guys, group number 3, is acceptance. And it says the key to inner peace at times we must accept things as they are. There is no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. That is so funny that this is going to be the last card, you guys, because like, you know, and I know it sucks. I don't want to sit here and make it sound like, oh, just forgive people for all their mistakes and just be a doormat. Like that's not, if you knew me personally, you'd know that's not me. And I don't think that people should do that. I don't think that you should just be a doormat or just forgive every freaking mess up that somebody is making or creating in your relationship. When people make mistakes though, like I think it's okay to find forgiveness in your heart for the person that you love and to work through it. If someone continues to make the same mistake over and over and over again, that's not something that can be worked through. But I do believe when it's true love, when it's a soulmate, when it's a twin flame, whatever you want to call it, there is this feeling of just like, there's no point, like I can't change what has happened. Like all we can choose or all we can do is choose to do better now in the moment and to move forward. So I'm going to read this to you guys one more time and then I'll let you go. It says, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay. All right. Group number 3. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to read for you today. I hope that today's message was helpful. Overall, I think this is going to be a relationship where you have the opportunity to be with somebody who's very much connected to you at a soul level. You have the opportunity to be with your soulmate, to be with your twin flame. However, this person, your soulmate, is coming in human form to you. This person is coming into your life as a human being, which means they have human flaws. And I believe your challenge here in this connection is, how much do I love this person? How much am I willing to work through this? And for some of you, the answer is, I'm not willing to work through this. I'm going to go find somebody new. And we support you. For others of you, you will choose to dig deep with this person and to work through the issues. And I also just want to say this before I let you guys go. You may be the one making a mistake, group number 3. Okay? You guys may be the one that's leading to this disappointment. And I'm not saying this to throw shade at you, but it also, like, you are also an imperfect person. And I don't want to 100% just state that it's this person who's needing your forgiveness. You may be asking them for their forgiveness, okay? So keep that in mind. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys, group number 3. Thank you so very much for allowing me to read for you today. I'm sending you an abundance of love. For those of you who are still here, I hope this was helpful. And that is all I got. So